A really warm welcome. I'm Michael Beale, NLP trainer, NLP coach trainer, and stakeholder center coach. This is basically an NLP video, but I do incorporate elements of stakeholder coaching simply because it's so powerful and effective. I work with clients around the world using Skype, normally 2 hours every 2 weeks over 6 months, and I'm pleased to say, and so are my clients, that they've got promotions, they've started divisions, they've started businesses, they've sold businesses, but maybe more important than that, they've moved towards more personal freedom. That can be time freedom, that can be financial freedom, that can be geographical freedom, which in some ways is more important than all the rest of the stuff. Now, at this stage, I'm going to say, how does it work? I think the real reason it works is my clients are bright enough to do some due diligence in working out who they want to work with, and they happen to have chosen me, but I on my part do the same thing. I've got a bit of processes to work out who I'm happy to work with. And I think it makes a lot of difference that the client chooses the coach chooses the client. The purpose of this video series was originally to remind my clients some of the things we covered so that they could brush on it very effectively. However, I thought it might be useful for everybody else to give you an idea of what we might do. You might like it, you might not like it, that's fine. However, you might find one or two things as we go through that will be very useful for you to do. So feel free to go through it, ignore the stuff you don't like, the one or two gems, or rather the one or two gems for you, please pick up. What do we cover? First bit, NLP adventure, introduction, what is NLP? The adventure bit is because I've noticed that the clients that treat what we do as an adventure get a lot more out of it. The second series, plan, structure and discipline. You don't need much, but a little bit of a plan, a little bit of structure, a little bit of discipline goes a hell of a long way to improving the results you get. We look at an NLP coaching model. It's built on grow. Where do you want to get to? Where are you now? Some steps. But it's a very effective framework for helping you to get to where you want to go. We look at some additional NLP approaches. I find these fascinating, things like storytelling, which is great for influence. It's great for seeding ideas. We look at hypnosis and meditation, which is good for influence. However, from my point of view, the biggest application is our own resilience. Sometimes people forget it, but actually in planning a journey, our health, mental, spiritual, physical, probably makes as much difference as the rest of the stuff put together. And meditation and hypnosis are very good for that. Modeling. NLP is really about modeling. It's about being open enough to notice what other people do that works. We then look at some business areas, very top level, but it's, to my mind, very important to have some basic business principles so we can apply all the other NLP stuff to it. So we look at leadership, we look at management, we look at taking action, we look at review, because the better we get at any of those, the more we're clear which one we're doing at one time makes a difference. Look at careers. What are the one or two distinctions, one or things that would be good to focus on if we genuinely want to move forward in our careers? And lastly, starting a business. What are the one or two things, if we focus on when we start a business, will significantly impact its likelihood of success? And my view now, although it wasn't in the past, is even if you're working with a company, have that mindset you're really running a business, because you will do one day, and it will actually help you in the job that you're doing. Thank you for listening. I would be delighted if you would join me in the next selection of videos, which is around the NLP adventure. Thank you.